love me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, the Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, it's how we music, nigga. Go.
Hey, YouTube usage, y'all. Check out Black Francis. Remember y'all heard it first? Remember y'all heard this first?
Hate me for no reason. Shit crazy. Used to feel like I lost it all, but I learned shit get worse. The only time you lose everything is once you hit the dirt. Sometimes I sit and talk to God cause I be feeling hurt. When my uncle died the last time, I think I went to church. Demons all on me, devils riding my back when I be sleep. Dreaming about bodies, people dying, sometimes they killing me. If it wasn't for my love of music, I swear I wouldn't speak. Like fuck it all and just withdraw, but that'll make me weak. And I'm too strong, incarceration ain't free, but thank God I'm home. Trying to stay focused, day-to-day coping with the ones that's gone. Trying to find motion, cause being broke won't have me doing wrong. Trying to stay sober, can't get loaded, I'm too paranoid. Gotta stay on guard and I'm like, this the shit that made me. Shit almost drove me crazy, got me feeling like it's too late to turn back now. I done put in too much time, got me feeling like remember wishing on a star for a chance to leave my mouth. Well, now I got it, nigga. Right now I'm giving you my pain and the shit that's on my brain that got me feeling like, hey, if you don't love me, just leave me alone. I ain't got time for game.
Loyalty is all I need, and I'ma return the same. Couple day ones hurt my soul deep like we was never gang. Praise the God you showed your flaws, cause I never changed. 7.6 is round the neck, all the realest niggas I done met. Wouldn't trade them for the world's biggest check, bear thoroughbred, my biggest flex. I don't live life for the internet. Cloud chase, nothing into that. My daddy died, can't bring him back. When my time comes, send me where he ain't like.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Got me feeling like it's too late to turn back now. I done put
knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. I just had a great time. I was over there with TT the Oracle. Shout out to TT the Oracle. I just had a great time over there. She just did a raffle. And I won a prize. I won a free reading. Everything that she has said to me before today learning this free reading has been on point. Shout out to my homegirl Lola Montana in the building. She said, yo, Dice, good things is coming. Be patient. What you've been asking on. Something I don't know if it's clarity to your understanding. You will soon understand. Be patient and continue to be positive. Be right back. Y'all don't know who Lola is. Lola's serious too. You heard me? But I had a great time over there with TT, and I won. It seemed like every time TT has a raffle or something, I win. The first time I won $20 Cash App, and today I won a free reading. The reading is more important than the money to me, tell you the truth, because she be on point about certain things. Can you dig it? But I do want to appreciate everybody for pulling up in the building. I do appreciate everybody for pulling up in the building. I got a part 2 to part 1 this morning. I didn't get everything in. Remember I told y'all I was going to start doing that and breaking down shows. So this is part 2 to that content. How about some content? This is part 2. This is part 2. If y'all can hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body, do me a favor. Y'all do the routine. I ain't trying to be mean. Put some dice cubes on the screen. I say, y'all know the routine. I ain't trying to be mean. But if y'all can hear me crystal clear, put some dice cubes on the scene. Hey, you dig it? Because I got a great one lined up for y'all for this late night. Not too late, but it's okay. Word up. Yo, dog. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to get to the top right quick. Shout out to everybody. East New York was the first one in the building. Said salute, guys. Oh, Henny, he pulled up in the building next. Right after that was my sister, Annette. She's in the building. We got the cynical one. Appreciate you, sis, for pulling up. Angie, baby, is in the building. People's 212. He said, Dice, word, glad you went live. Appreciate that. If I could hit somebody on some calm shit. Appreciate that. I'm saying if I make sure I didn't miss anybody. Dog Soldier, he's in the building. He's in the building. Big Kevin Jones, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. Lola Montana, she's in the building. The most hated bronze flat power guard, police. Okay. East New York said, I put up. You did? Let me see something. Because I'm going to give it 10 seconds if I don't see no more. I don't see no. Oh, no. I'm wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. My fault. She did put them up. I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me. Pardon me. But did I? Was I? I don't know. Anyway, you know I be going through something sometimes. Pray for me. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate me. Love me. I still got that 10 seconds gun on me right now. I got something to make y'all laugh. I got to make some. She's 23 years old. I forgot her name. The basketball player. She's 23 years old. 23 years old. But look what she posted, because she was trying to be funny, because some girls was talking about her looks or whatever like that. And look what she posted. She said, y'all make $1,400 a week, but I make $1,400 in 7 days. You see why they tell you sometimes? You see why they tell you sometimes? Think before you speak. Think before you text. She said, y'all make $1,400 a week. She said, I'd make $1,400 in 7 days. So if anybody in here know her, Angela Reese, if y'all know the sister, somebody hit her up on the gram, right? And tell her that a week is 7 days. You know what I'm saying? Somebody do that for me. Somebody hit her up and be like, yo, sis, don't do that no more. Because you got us, because you know she is, I don't care what nobody say. I'm trying to be funny. She does have a look of concern. She has a look of concern. Everybody's, saying what they want to say because she's a basketball player. She's tall. Some people say she's a model. Some people say she's pretty. She is a basketball player. I'll give her that one. 23 years old. She's still a child. She has a lot to learn. But she said, y'all make $1,400 a week, and I make $1,400 in 7 days. So if any of y'all know her, tag her on the gram. I want to show y'all some crazy shit too. This young man right here said he don't want nobody else to buy any smart TVs. It's creepy. This man says he got a smart TV and claims he was in his house being watched all day, every day since he bought it. So if you pay attention to the man right there, it's a little Chinese dude that's sitting under his face. He said, and if you pay attention right here, the Chinese face is on the side of his smart TV. And I did hear that a couple of times, y'all, that them smart TVs were actually devices for people to watch us, just like they say with the cell phones. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if any of y'all know Gorilla. I don't know if y'all know Glorilla. I don't know if y'all know Glorilla. You understand what I'm saying to you? But I'm going to be the first one to tell her. Ladies, if a man really care about you, he would never want to see you outside in the street like this. Facts. I didn't say if he wanted to sleep with you, ladies. I said if a man really cares for you, if a man really has respect for you, this is not the attire that we want to see y'all in. Something like this should be worn in the house. Something like this should be worn in the house because it looks just like lingerie. But if y'all paid attention to what's been going on, she's been going to the gym. She's been going to the gym, and she's been overemphasizing the fact that she wants to work on her buttocks. She wants to work on her buttocks. She said she didn't feel as though that her butt was the appropriate size for her, so she's been going to the gym working out. Dog said, yo, Dice, I'm done with the purge, beloved. I don't want to kill no blood clot more. She said, was she on a runway or a walkway or something? Nah, she was at a party. She was at a house party at this picture. Annette said, oh my God, but she can't walk around with the hand saying I belong to. Because that right there is not cool. East New York, she says, yo, but her hair is fire, Dice. Ladies, let me tell y'all some real shit right quick. Y'all ready for the truth? Because your boy loves you. So I'm going to tell you the truth. I know, I'm going to tell you the truth. Don't no man want no damn hair going down to your damn back of your knee. Let's get that straight. TT, I see you. Great show, girl. Don't no man want no woman with this much hair, y'all. I'm going to be real right quick. I'm going to be real. See, I'm talking about we don't want nothing like this. You are walking around looking like a hood version of Rapunzel. Nope, we don't want that. Hey, Holly. No, we don't want that, ladies. But, like they said, this isn't the age of Aquarius. Ladies, y'all can wear what y'all want to wear. Y'all can wear what y'all want to wear today. I'm just trying to give you a hint on what, if you're trying to be looked at as a respected person, woman, that's not the look. The Amazing Spider-Man, I see you in the building. Salute. Angie said, my hair goes to my ass and men love it. Stop playing. If you look at her hair go down to her boot. Angie, her hair go down to her boot, to her top of her Cleopatra sandal. Boy, I knew y'all was going to start this tonight. I knew y'all was going to start. Why did I know y'all was going to start? These New York said, we are begging to differ with you. And they said, Dice, you have to realize how old she is. We are grown, so we've seen it differently. Now, if it was the 90s, you would have had a problem. That's Glorilla. That is Glorilla, dog. The great Glorilla. That's the great Glorilla right there. Did y'all see about this? Did y'all check? Did y'all see this? Did y'all see what's going on with this? Did y'all see what's going on with this? For the first time, researchers have successfully grown a human-pig hybrid embryo in the lab, which they describe as an interspecies chimera. Hey, Keish! Do y'all see this? That's a crossbred, dog. Researchers have successfully grown a human-pig hybrid embryo in the lab. Which they describe as the interspecies chimeras. Do y'all believe this picture? Do y'all believe this picture right here? And that said, Dice, if this was the 90s, he would be loving it. Yeah, in the goddamn 90s. This is 2025. This is what? Holly said, I believe this. Cynical One said, Jesus Christ, what are they doing? For the first time, they had successfully grown a human-pig hybrid. Pay attention to the first word, human. Human. Y'all check into this and y'all tell me how y'all feel about it when y'all check it out, because I don't even like it. But look what Donald Trump just said today, and it's live. It's going on live right now on YouTube. If you think I'm joking because I snapped this picture to put in here, look what Donald Trump just said. Pay attention to what Donald Trump is talking about, what they're talking about right now. Donald Trump said he is ready to release the UFO files. Y'all can look it up. Y'all got a cell phone right now. You can look away from me right quick. You can go check it out right quick. That's live right now. That is live right now on YouTube. The government, the news. Bronze, if I wouldn't have been for my father telling me things back in the days, my father was the first one because he was in the Navy. They came and told me certain things. He's the reason why I bought the book, Behold the Pale White Horse by William C. Cooper. Alien is the only thing alien means is unknown to mankind. That's all that alien means. And I believe in it. I believe in it. Matter of fact, speaking of aliens, let me show y'all something right quick. Let me see if y'all believe this. Let me see if y'all believe this. Let me see if y'all believe this. You see what I'm saying? Let me see if y'all believe this right quick. Check this out.
30 have aliens landed in Compton? That depends on who you ask. We want you to take a look at this video. We have it looped several times. It's gaining a lot of traction online, especially from paranormal bloggers and YouTubers. In an interview with the Daily Mail, the woman who captured the video, Jessica Ortiz, says her doorbell camera picked up something moving through her yard on June 5th around 1 a.m. But the motion-censored cameras on the outside of her home didn't pick up anything. Speculation of what it ranges from people carrying plastic bags to children, and some who say it's really an alien. I think someone's messing with her.
Yeah. It looks like some kind of stunt.
It looks like a costume you buy when you're pretending to be an alien, right?
I would never just guess alien.
But it could be an alien. Let's not rule it out
You're
yet.
right.
Come on. Let's do an investigation.
Right.
You see how quickly they said somebody's fooling with us? This is something they're doing like somebody in Halloween. That wasn't no fucking Halloween shit. Holly said, yo, what they got going on out in Area 54? It's Area 51, and if you didn't pay attention to what's going on, y'all, it just was under fire. Last week, it mysteriously burned down. It was Area 51, you're right, and they moved it to Area 54, but they just said it just mysteriously burned down. I saw that too. Dog said, bro, we only know of a UFO, but there are documented incidents of USOs, unidentified submerged objects. I've told you that. I've told y'all what I saw when I was working. Man, pay attention. Go back to when I first came on YouTube, and I've said it again. I told y'all what I saw with my own eyes when I was doing security. Pay attention to this. I was doing security at a place called Hotel Blue in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and the hotel has a bar in the middle of the swimming pool. So I was responsible for rocking that whole area. It's about a little bit before 7 o'clock when I seen this red, like rectangular shape just shoot up out. And I'm not the only person that reported this sighting. I mean, I didn't report anything. I didn't call no newspaper, and I ain't call no police officers, but the people that was there with me, we all watched this happen. And then that was reported. Over 2,100 people saw the same thing. Over 2,100 people saw the same thing. We got Rose Gold over here with Rose Gold Records. He in the building. So I'm not going to say what's not going on. This goes out to my people in New York. Pay attention to what's going on right now. Stop drinking that water. This goes out for the people that's still in New York. Stop. Well, boil some water. If you got to use tap water, boil it. Everybody cannot afford bottled water. If you have to use tap water, like the old school people say, boil it. Because they got a new strand of Legionnaires. It's coming out. It's right in New York. It's always something going on. Let's go.
About a cluster of Legionnaire's disease. The city's health department says at least 5 people in central Harlem have been diagnosed this month. In these 4 zip codes you see there on your screen, they say there could be more cases. Alicia Reed heard from residents who say more needs to be done to get the word out.
What? Colleagues Izzy Ruiz and Tawana Pettis from Pompet Wine Shop surprised to learn of the community cluster of Legionnaire's disease that has been discovered in central Harlem. 5 people diagnosed since July 25th, and health officials say there are more waiting for their results.
That's kind of scary because I haven't seen any information about it.
Legionnaire's disease is a type of pneumonia contracted by breathing in water vapor infected with Legionella bacteria, which thrives in warm water. Health officials say most cases have been traced to plumbing systems, whirlpool spas, hot tubs, and large air conditioning systems. They're currently testing water from all cooling tower systems in the area of the cluster.
How does it get into your water system? Is it a tank above? Is it through the pipes below?
The zip codes affected include 10027, 10030, 10035, and 10037.
Yeah, it's my zip code. I live down the block.
Those that have tested positive complained of flu-like symptoms that include fever, cough, or difficulty breathing. Doctors say if you were in the vicinity and are experiencing any of these symptoms, seek medical attention immediately.
That's terrible to know.
I'm just getting out to the people in New York because we got a large base of people from New York, and I'm from New York also. Ron BX, I see you in the building. 050 salute. Yo, guys, see you in the building. Appreciate you for pulling up. The best friend named Rob, first time I seen you. Do me a favor if you like this type of content, because it's grown folks content. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, come participate, hold us down, because this is how we rocking. Like I said, when I heard Harlem, I got a lot of people that's still in New York, Brooklyn, New York, Harlem, Queens. You know what I'm saying? Like Manhattan, Long Island. I'm like, damn. You see what Chief said? New York just can't get a break for nothing, especially Harlem, the Bronx, and Brooklyn. Ron BX said, why all these diseases be in New York? The only thing, this is just my opinion. There's 3 places in the world. No, it's 4 places in the world. It's 4 places in the world. And 2 of the places you can fake your life. You can fake a death on your life. Las Vegas, New York City, Detroit. Las Vegas, New York City, Detroit. And it's one more. Las Vegas, New York City, Detroit. And it's one more that I can't remember. Because if you always pay attention to these movies, it's something that's affecting New York or Los Angeles or Detroit or Chicago. Because these are the largest cities. These are the largest cities that's overpopulated in the world pertaining to cities. That's the 4 spots right there when they said if something was to go wrong, damn, Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles, and New York. Just like right now, pay the prayers for everybody out there in Los Angeles because they had an 8.7 earthquake. They had an 8.7 earthquake, right? If I'm not mistaken. 8.7 earthquake that shifted something in the water that's supposedly going to start a catastrophic tsunami. A catastrophic tsunami. Right now, the traffic is backed up from people trying to get out of New Mexico and California. It's all on TV right now. The traffic, because tonight, in certain coastal areas, they said between the times of 1 o'clock a.m. in the morning and 3 o'clock a.m. in the morning, it's supposed to be a catastrophic tsunami. And I hope it don't go down like that. This morning, there was people in China or Japan or something, and they said that they showed it was a mist of fog. It was a mist of fog that went straight up into the sky. Like a 30-mile fog that was high as buildings from the combustion and the turbulence from that tsunami, because they say it's impacted the ocean. Man, it was yesterday. I don't know what time it was. It was yesterday, Ron BX. That shit, man, I'm talking about, let me tell you something. This is the stuff that I be thinking about. Anybody that's near large beds of water, like people in Miami, people in Jamaica, people in Dominican Republic, people in Brazil, people in Puerto Rico, people in Costa Rica, people that's around large beds of water, I would be terrified. Terrified. So send the prayers out to everybody. And if you have family members in any of these places, do me a favor. Check on them and make sure they're all right. I talked about this earlier. We got some new people in the building. How y'all feel about this? How do y'all feel about this right here? This is the new pair of shorts. Carnage, I see you. This is the new pair of shorts that Clarice Shields, Papoose' new girlfriend, is wearing. And if you pay attention to what it says, this ass belongs to Papoose. Yo, fellas, is that fire? Your lady get a pair of shorts with this on the background with your name on it saying this ass belongs to Papoose. Or whatever your name is. This ass belongs to Ron BX. This ass belongs to Most Hated. This ass belongs to Dog Soldier. This ass belongs, if it was Big Dice, I'd be like, I like that shit. I like that. You walk around, I ain't gonna front for some summertime shit. That ain't nothing to be wearing to work. It's not nothing to be wearing to work. But if she's going out on a Saturday or something like that, you know, going shopping to the grocery store, you know, because all the men, they say, men, we go to the grocery store and church and such and such. When she's in the grocery store and you walk up with, and you say, hey, how you doing? And she just turn over and show you her buttocks. And it says, yo, this ass belongs to whatever your name is. That's enough to give a dude the impression that she is extremely happy. And I spoke about this earlier, because I don't know if y'all know about this, because she showed it off at the fight. She got Papoose's name on her right breast. Did y'all know about this tattoo? Did y'all know about the tattoos that Miss Clarissa Shields has got under her right chest in honor of her boyfriend, Mr. Papoose? Did y'all know about that? I spoke about it earlier. Some of the people that wasn't here earlier, do y'all know about this right quick? Clarissa Shields went and got a Papoose tattoo on her breast. I think this shit is fly. If you ask me, I think this shit is fly. But the reason why I'm a little bit worried, because if you break up with her, Papoose, she gonna want to fight. Yeah. Yeah, if he break up with her, she gonna want to fight. That's right. She got a Pap tat. She got that Papoose tattoo, and she displayed it when she went to her weigh-in at the fight over the weekend, because she had on a mink coat and a Gucci all-in-one bathing suit that you see right there, and she deliberately pulled up the bathing suit for you can see the indication with his name. Y'all see it right there, Papoose, Papoose. I mean, Chief said, yo, I saw it. But why under the breast? Maybe she's in love, not lust. Well, she ain't got no titties. Excuse my language. She ain't got no breast cheek. She could have came out there with no shirt on and nobody would have been at all. She is not one of the women that are inclined with breasts. Nah. She got chest like Grady off Sanford and Son, so that really wouldn't have bothered nobody. But like Keith said, if Papoose decides to stop dealing with her, I promise you, she is going to want to fight. She gonna want to fight. Ron said, yeah, her right hand looks ridiculous. Have you seen her cock back with that right overhand? Yes, I have. Holly said, yeah, she gonna want to crash out. Let me ask y'all something. I bet y'all don't know who this is. Can y'all tell me who this is? See if y'all up on y'all pimping. Let me see if y'all up on y'all pimping. She the best that ever did it, and she almost got away with it. She the best that did it and almost got away with it. Connie said he don't even know who that is. Ron BX said, who the fuck is that? Well, I'm about to show y'all who this is. Because she was getting money. Check this out.
Millions of dollars worth of counterfeit items. Officials recovered more than $40 million worth of merchandise and charged a woman from Smithtown after nearly 18 months of investigating. Long Island reporter Stacey Sager has more.
For about 2 years now, here on Old Country Road in Plainview, Linny's Boutique has been selling trendy clothing and what appeared to be designer items. The problem, things weren't always what they seem.
Simple $10 sweatshirt, You put the Chanel brand on it, 1,000.
And in this case, authorities say that Chanel decal was fake. Today, the results of an 18-month investigation in Nassau County called Operation Rainfall, which included surveillance of this store's basement, where authorities retrieved at least 22 of these heat-sealing machines for all sorts of counterfeit labels and thousands of soon-to-be fake items for sale. The total in real designer value, eye-popping, more than $40 million. Police say undercover buys led to the arrest of this woman, Lindsay Castelli-Bullock of Smithtown. She allegedly ran the store. No answer at her home on this upscale block in Smithtown today.
But here at the store, authorities say what makes this case worse is these items weren't even being billed as fabulous fakes. And in a county which has brick and mortar stores for Gucci, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton, it also violates them.
Because they invest a lot of money, they pay taxes.
So for those looking to shop here at Linny's today, no such luck. And prior customers disgusted.
Totally betrayed. You go in expecting that you're buying as advertised and that you're buying quality.
Castelli-Bullock facing multiple counts of trademark counterfeiting, a Class E felony, for which she could face up to 3 years in prison.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's some jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
I carry him. Shit.
See, I ain't got that much time left. 'Cause I give you my all and all you give me is your words to kiss. What I'ma do with it? I think it's best if I move to the left. 'Cause I know that somebody waiting on all this love I gotta give. I'm wondering when you gonna love, 'cause I'm tired of waiting patiently, baby. When you gonna love me, and if you ain't gonna tell me. You should tell me. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Girl, you been acting different lately. Ain't been calling me, baby. So that nigga that you sneaking with, let him know you ain't shit before he get too deep in it, baby. Do me a favor, either love me now, cause it ain't no later. Searching for your heart, but it's off the radar. Like who the fuck raised you, girl? You acting like the shit don't faze you, girl. Just don't forget that I made you, girl. Don't forget that I made you, girl. When you gon' love me.
Y'all go check out that boy Sean Miller. He got a pretty good song. And East New York said, she said, excuse me, Dice, do you think Puff will make bail tomorrow? I have been hearing that all day that he's supposed to make bail. And I also been hearing supposedly that his defense team has sent something to Trump pertaining to his pardon. If you ask me, will Trump pardon Puff? I say yes. I actually say yes. Tomorrow, will they give him a bail? Because of the witnesses and their statements and their letters, like East New York was saying, the judge has to take into consideration, are these people that are just trying to be vindictive and just upset with Puff and want to leave him in jail? Or are these people really afraid for their lives? Gene Deal is on platforms right now saying that Puff Daddy has money on his head. He just said it the other day. He said, yo, how do you feel that I should look at a friend that when we was both close back in the days and now he's telling people and mutual friends, if y'all catch Gene, do something to him. That's nasty work. That is nasty work to get up on these tabloids and say something like that, especially now that he's incarcerated and everything that's said on his name is followed by so much speculation. Puff done made a bed that he got to lay in. That's a fact. Like I said, the only thing I'm upset with him about is the shit with Big. And if he was messing with children, the things that he said he did to kids. You know, the Justin Biebers, the Usher Raymonds, the allegations with him allegedly giving Usher Raymond herpes. And, you know, so many people coming out like that. Nah, I don't know. That's the only, if you ask me what I got upset with Puff, is if he had anything to do with Big and fucking with kids. Facts. I knew Big personally, so maybe that's why it bothers me like that, because it's fucked up that I don't say including Tupac Shakur, because they said that he was responsible for the deaths of both of them. I'm talking about Big. And then the children. But if that has not been proven, see, it ain't about what you did or what you didn't do. It's about what they can prove in court that you did and what your defense lawyer can prove that they are wrong about. I think Puff should have got let go the minute the two, even though they reworded the charges and tried to hit him with double jeopardy. I think Puff should have been released the same day that the most detriment charges he beat. Once he beat 1 and 3, let him go home. Let him go home. Let him go home. East New York said Gene Deal allegedly knew all this stuff from back in the days and never reported. He's just a moron. He sounds like a moron. Now, see, yes and no. He didn't start talking about Puff being allegedly this bad person, a bad businessman, or a slime ball in the streets until Big died. Now, when Big passed away, I can say that Gene Deal has been on a rampage to discredit Puff Daddy. I can say that. But like East New York said, a lot of things that Gene Deal was a part of when they had their own fraternities and they was throwing the promoting parties and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that Puff allegedly did. Gene never spoke about it. He never spoke about it. He never spoke about it. The situation with Shine, Jennifer Lopez, Gene somewhat spoke about it, but he didn't get into depth like he does for Big. For some reason, Gene just seemed like he wanted to be, I guess, the savior, or he wanted to be the one to fill in the puzzles for the mysterious unaliving of Biggie Smalls. So since he was actually there that night, and Big is not there, and Puff is not talking about it, you understand? Nobody has no credibility pertaining to the case. His name has always been called up because of the police officers and the detectives in California. So he's going to run with it. He's going to run with it. Is he doing it for clout? I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know. Word up. And that's the fact. Now, one thing I will say, East New York said yes, but why does he have so much to say? And it seems like only because Puff is locked up. Well, Gene been running his mouth before Puff went to jail. Gene has been saying certain things, y'all, that I don't understand why he would even bring to light, especially if they were no longer business partners and they both decided to go their own ways as far as friendship. As far as friendship. But nah. I think Gene was caught up in the hype too. Like everybody wanted to know his story. The notorious bodyguard for Puff Daddy. The notorious bodyguard that was around for Biggie Smalls before and after his demise. So I think Gene got caught with the caught up in the glamour and the glitz also because everybody wanted to know who he was. And why was he so interesting? Because allegedly he said he knows the person that unalived Biggie Smalls. Said he saw him like y'all looking at me. He stayed by that story now. Slender, brown-skinned man, short haircut, bow tie, black suit, dressed in attire as he was with the FOI, with the Muslim security that was out there. Does that mean the man was with them? No. But that's what he said. Word up. Ron said, just let the universe deal with it. If he did all that bad, been that okay, karma will come back. Boy, you ain't never lied about that. That karma pulls up when you forget about it too, Ron. Connie said he put Puff business all through social media streets. And that's a fact because if you pay attention, when Puff first got arrested, one thing I will say, shout out to Unique Mecca Audio. Unique Mecca Audio is friends with Puff, and he's friends with Gene, and he's friends with a lot of the big figures from Harlem, et cetera, et cetera. He had Gene on his show, and the first thing he told Gene was, yo, you went too far, bro. He told him, he said, yo, why would you tell them people all of that information? And then Gene said, because they posed a note. And then Unique Mecca looked at him and said, but why do you think it's your business to let this information be known? And then Gene went into the response of saying Biggie Smalls was a good kid and Big was young and Big was manipulated and Puff was robbing him and Puff was smiling in Mrs. Wallace's face. May she rest in peace just as long as like right along with Big. So I don't know, man. East New York said, Dice, he still thinks he's the man. If you listen to the interview, he said he will pull a honey first. Oh, he could pull a honey first. Got you. To me, Tomorrow, the whole internet is going to be talking about if Puff is coming home. To me, I think he has a great, great chance of getting pardoned. You know who really fucked up? Shannon Sharp. ESPN done fired Shannon Sharp. Yeah, they didn't fire Shannon Sharp. That situation that went down with the young lady that was the young Caucasian lady that was supposed to be his girlfriend, and she said that he raped her. See, we didn't know. I didn't know. They said they're letting out how much money he gave her. He gave her $50 million. The undisclosed amount that he gave the young lady was $50 million. ESPN said that is bad for their brand. They do not want anyone representing them which has been convicted. So see, he's admitting the guilt. He's already admitting the guilt because he doesn't want to go into an all-out battle in court. He wanted to do this behind closed doors. His lawyer, her lawyer, in front of a judge, and a settlement. He did not want the ins and the outs of their whole turmoilous relationship to come out, because if they'd went to court, you know, they'd have been asking them questions, just like they was asking them young ladies them questions that was up there with Puff. Like when they turned 50 Cent's baby mother into Jane Doe, and they got her up there and they asked her explicitly to explain what was her business arrangement with Puff Daddy. So tomorrow I'm waiting on it myself, because if Puff come home, if Puff Daddy comes home, y'all, I hope he comes home with a humble attitude. I hope he don't come home with that Black John Gotti persona that he's carried for so many years, being Mr. Untouchable. If he comes home, I hope the first thing he do is come home and go straight to his family and snatch his whole family up and get in one of them big private jets that he has and go somewhere to one of them islands where him and his family can enjoy each other and he can get some rest if he gets out of prison. Just imagine this. What if Puff had a podcast? What if he had a podcast? If you pay attention, everybody's doing podcasts now. Shannon Sharp, Cam Newton, Mace, Cameron, Troy Ave, Mano, Joe Buttons. There are so many actors, actresses, movie stars, rap artists, singers, R&B performers that are now deciding to go with the podcast, because they said that the music industry right now is over. The music industry is over. But if Puff comes home with that whole egotistical persona, like the Teflon Don that he thinks he is, untouchable, and continues the same behavior that he just got proven guilty for doing. What I mean by that is beating on people, men or women. Men or women. You're supposed to be putting your hands on nobody. The situation with Cassie, like they said, if he was comfortable enough to run down a hallway that he know had surveillance and unleash that beating on that girl that he did, not even caring about the whole thing being taped, he's a dangerous man. Simple and plain, he's a dangerous man. Dangerous man. Think about that. He said, who going to the welcome home party for Diddy? I bet you the people that didn't show up for him is not going to be invited. That nigga Fat Joe, him and Jadakiss have a podcast. Fat Joe name should be Fat Cap. His name should be Fat Cap. He said one time he went to the barbershop and had 20 guys with him. They all listened to him. And the barber told him, yo, I can't cut your hair like this with all these guys in this barbershop. Then he said, he told them, go outside. He said, and all the guys went outside. He said, because he had robbed all of them. I don't be listening to Fat Joe. Fat Joe is just Fat Joe. Holly said, I heard Puff's son mixtape. King Combs talking about hella shit. Nothing has changed. So you got to fail to realize King Combs, that's a real spoiled and privileged young man. They had him in East New York. No, excuse me. They had him in Red Hook at the Aki store with his girlfriend getting a chopped cheese and a chicken sandwich. I feel as though that it's dangerous the way his son runs around the way he does. Because you know his son is blood. His son is blood. And he do be running around with them young gangsters, them young YN drillers and all that. For real. But I think that's dangerous. I think Puff should come home, like I said, and gather up his family and his closest friends. One person that he should go check out when he come home, Stevie J. Even though I don't fuck with Stevie J, I think he's a scumbag. Stevie J is CJ, Godfather. Faith Evans' son, CJ, Christopher Jr. Stevie J is that child's godfather because him and Biggie Smalls were friends. They had a great rapport. Stevie J did most of the beats on his first album. Then Stevie J winds up marrying his baby mother, Faith Evans. I don't fuck with neither one of them. I don't fuck with no Faith Evans. I don't fuck with no Stevie J. I don't fuck with no Faith Evans. I don't fuck with no Stevie J. But Stevie J was the first person that extended his arms out to Puff when the whole situation was going up after his homes were raided. Stevie J is the first person that stuck his neck out and told Puff, yo, come chill with me. Don't even worry about that. See, loyalty, I'm a big loyalty fanatic. Ray J is another one that's been an advocate for Puff Daddy the whole time that he's been incarcerated. Ray J said he's been to 100 of Puff Daddy parties. And he said all this foolishness that people are talking about, he's never seen any of it. Dog said, yo, he should buy Epstein Island. I feel as though Epstein is on his island. I don't believe that man is dead. It's just my opinion, y'all. I could be 100% wrong. Y'all know I'm a conspiracy theorist. Yeah. Stevie J, he's a dummy, but he was loyal to his man. Loyalty should always be rewarded. Always. Stevie J, Ray J, always. Ray J, y'all been checking out what's going on with him? Seemed like he crashed out and had a nervous breakdown the other day on the internet. He's at the Cam Newton show. He's running around picking up figurines off the table, hollering, screaming. He's looking at a glass of wine going, I think it's time to tell them the truth. Are they ready? Do you think I should tell them the truth? Nah, that nigga Ray J gone, man. That's a fact. Russell Simmons, he's on an island. He's in an island in the Philippines where it's legal to sleep with young boys. That's where he at. Children love, I see you. Russell Simmons is on an island with Tom Hanks in the Philippines where it is legal to sleep with young boys. Do y'all know that there is a law that's coming out right now that's going to allow adult men to groom young boys? That's what Tom Hanks and them niggas at. See, people fail to realize Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump, he got diplomatic immunity also, just like Russell Simmons. Yeah, they can come back and forth to the United States, but they can only come with passes, diplomatic passes. I don't know if y'all have ever saw diplomatic immunity plates. I have. Red, white, and blue, they be on the back. They look like they foreign. You cannot pull that car over if it's diplomatic immunity plates on that car. I don't care where, if it's on United States soil, a diplomatic immunity car cannot be pulled over by nobody. Nobody. Not the feds, nobody. That's a fact. You remember the white dude? He made it seem like he was crazy. You remember he did the interview and he was saying that he was a sex slave for Puff Daddy, Cassie, and a bunch of other men that they said he was crazy because this was years ago. And everybody that he named years ago now was in this new P. Diddy scam. Keisha said the NAMBLA, the National Man Boy Love Association. Now look that up. Look that up. But they got, like Dog said, can't be touched. They got that diplomatic immunity. That diplomatic immunity comes from people from other countries when they give them what? Them powerful donations. You pay attention. They made Russell Simmons sell everything before he got out of here. Def Jam. He sold everything. All his assets, liquidated them, and they said, yo, you know you got to get up out of here, right? Same thing with Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks from Forrest Gump, he another one. All of them are exiled to Philippine countries that feel as though that it is actually normal to have sex with children. This ain't no allegedly. This is facts. This is facts. Holly said, Dice, they just did a number on Justin Bieber. He always breaks down from sexual abuse in the industry. Number one, I believe Justin Bieber is a woman. Long time ago, they said Justin Bieber was a trans. They said he was one of the first trans performers. The reason why I'm believing that also, you pay attention, they just had the party where he was giving Odell Beckham from the New York Giants fellatio, giving him head on the middle of a floor in a party. Baby Gray, salute. But check this out. Do you notice all the entertainers that were around them on the dance floor until that one person came up with the camera, and then Justin Bieber pulled up like, what the fuck? And you see Odell Beckham pulling his sweatpants up. If Justin Bieber is a man, why was it such a normal? Is that because that's what they do in the industry, allegedly? Because remember, they was in a party, a crowded party. Justin Bieber was on his knees performing fellatio to Odell Beckham. And then they walked up and put the camera on him, right? Put the camera on him, and they just stepped up like this was actually normal. Like it was like this was totally something normal. So is that City Boy? I see you. He said, yo, all them parties be crazy, bro. Chichiman behavior died. Chichiman behavior died. Yeah, let me tell you something. It's really passed down from slavery. It's really passed down from slavery. Butt breaking, when the homosexual slave owner, when the homosexual overseer decided to just rape men. It's the same thing in this industry. Think about it. It's the same thing in the industry. Think about it. Rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. He wouldn't allow it. He said, I'm not getting in no dress. He said, I'm not accepting any type of role that puts a derogatory image on a black man. He don't care how much you wanted to pay him. He said, I'm not taking it. He said he used to love J. Cole. Mister, I think for myself, I see you. He said he used to love J. Cole, and he said he had to stop listening to J. Cole. He said because J. Cole kept saying the word bitch and hoe. And he said it's nothing about any of them words that should be glamified. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, let me explain something to you. Everything is coming to light now. Everything is coming to light now, y'all. See what Donald Trump just said? He said, America is ready for the truth. The president said, we are ready to hear the truth about interaction with UFOs and USOs. They said, Trump, this is live on YouTube right now. Y'all still here? Y'all can pull it up. It's live on YouTube right now. Congress is talking about this right now. Everybody is worried about Donald Trump telling the truth allegedly about alien presence because they say that it's going to do what? It's going to drive the world crazy. It's going to turn us into a public frenzy. Well, first of all, they've been indirectly preparing us for this since we were all children. You pay attention to the movies like Monsters, Loving Monsters and Creatures, one-eyed, big, tall, blue monsters. But check this out. The monsters only have relationships with who? Pay attention. All these monsters, all these alien entities, they have relationships with who in these movies? Not the adults. The children. You remember E.T.? Abbreviation, extraterrestrial, E.T., phone home. E.T. was fucking with the kids. He wasn't fucking with the adults. The adults was trying to capture him. And they was trying to do what? Experimentation on him. Pay attention. They say anything of a spiritual or another dimension, a baby and an animal can see. If you take a picture of your cat, I'm about to spook you people the fuck out right now. If you take a picture of your cat, if you take a picture of your dog, looking that cat or that dog right in the face, you will have a red or gold rector look where their eyes are. Y'all never noticed that? You ever had a picture of a cat or a dog and their eyes were completely glowing, red or gold? What do you think this is? A coincidence? I know y'all ain't the motherfuckers that sit up and believing in coincidences, right? Because a coincidence is a fucking excuse for a sucker. It's a fact, Ron BX, because movies that we see are, say, fiction, but fiction is exaggerated fact. Fiction is exaggerated, stretched truth, stretched fact. All fiction movies are what? Based off facts. The names and the places and some of the things in this movie have been changed. Y'all never see that before? when the movie come on, or when the member go, the movie, the names, the faces, the places, and some of the actual events in this movie have been changed to protect the rights of the people that actually went through the encounters. And start thinking to myself, so they've been lying for years. Now they want to start telling the truth. Because me, I told y'all I'm about to start doing it. I'm about to start doing it. I'm about to do a three-part series on the Antarctic wall and what's on the other side. On the Antarctica wall, the deep ice frozen wall, and what's on the other side. Yeah, I'm about to do a three-part series on that. I got some research that I've been pulling up pertaining to where they were saying, some people were saying that it was the super elite of the rich on the other side that lived in biodomes. That lived in biodomes with cities and civilizations in biodomes over there. And then if you pay attention to some of these things now, you see when the people are going beyond the ice age, you're going into these hieroglyphic design entrances where they're getting inside with some of the most magnificent discoveries ever. 20-foot, 30-foot gold statues. All type of illustrations of alien artifact and life. All type of illustrations of alien artifact, whether it's designs, carvings, hieroglyphics in these particular walls, or actual physical beings that have been sculpted in replica of these so-called aliens or so-called beings that have been on Earth so many years before us. They're telling the truth. They tired. You can't. Let me tell you something. There was a guy talking about Bigfoot. It was a three-part story. And the story at first I said, yo, maybe nigga was smoking some good weed. Maybe he was drinking a little something. But the story made more and more sense. He said he saw a Bigfoot, a Sasquatch in the woods. A Sasquatch in the woods. He said when him and the Sasquatch made eye contact, he could not move. He could not move. It felt like something had paralyzed his whole body. He said he was in a hypnotic state. He said all he knows is that he was floating towards where the so-called Sasquatch was standing. They said the Sasquatch was standing in front of a big oak tree. But when they got to the oak tree, the man said the Sasquatch, the oak tree, the door of the oak tree, when he touched it, turned into a portal. He said the Sasquatch pulled him in. He said when he got inside the portal, he was in amazement because everything that we have, they have. He said everything that you can imagine that we have, civilization, projects, stores, animals, etc., everything that we have, he said they have. He said, but the reason why they don't appear is because scientists and the government have been abducting Sasquatch for years. You ain't missed nothing, girl. We were just talking about all these theories because I'm going to do a three-part series on the Antarctica wall. See, me, I've always been a phenomenon type of person. Like, it's no way in hell I believe that we are the only examples of life. I'm not going to just sit there and believe. I'm not going to say that whatever or whoever or whomever have created us just decided to give us life. It just doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense to me. And I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm a big Stargate fan. So I'm into a bunch of that sci-fi shit. You dig? You dig? But I'm going to do a three-part show on over the ice wall. Facts. Facts. Well, I wasn't going to keep y'all up too long. I'm just going to give y'all part 2 to the show I did this morning. Set y'all bell notification. I'm going live tomorrow too. Y'all know that. And shout out to TT the Oracle. If y'all not subscribed to TT the Oracle, get over there to TT the Oracle. Great energy, grown folks content. Grown folks content. We're going to end it with hard luck. Make sure y'all have a great night, great dreams, great thoughts. And if you're out in the street and y'all got to be at work, be safe. Make sure y'all get home safe to your families and your friends. I appreciate everybody. You heard me? Salute.
Party. You ain't never smoked with me, never stamped the dope with me, never shot a nigga long range through the scope with me. Fucked 100 bricks up and went broke with me. Shared the same sneakers or the same coat with me. You ain't never grind with me, never did no time with me. Eating Jack Mac and tuna fish off the ride with me. Mask down, kicking niggas' doors, slide with me. Death before dishonor, you ain't joined a mob with me. Wasn't in the hood with me. No. You ain't play the back block and bust a jug with me. You ain't clean the ratchet off and load the clip with me. You ain't ride uptown and cop no drip with me. When niggas came bustin', you ain't bust back with me. My first 50,000, you ain't touched that with me. Them 12 skinnies, you ain't sling those with me. Them late night murders, you ain't seen those with me. While you was up early getting ready for your class, we was lighting candles up and burning all the bags. You was on your way to school, we was on the ass, beating up a junkie cause he stole a nigga's stash. Product of my gutter, bitch, I'm really from the trenches. Them 12 skinnies, when I stuff them look like dentures. Ain't worried about no static, we not ducking any tension. Somebody ever try me, then somebody getting injured. Hard. You ain't never smoked with me, never stamped the dope with me, never shot a nigga a long range through the scope with me. Fucked 100.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, instinct. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?